All right, guys, we are starting another licensing opportunity in the syndicate. Actually, two new licensing opportunities. One's been going on for about a week now, and that is for happy, upbeat commercial music, essentially corporate music, okay? And starting today, we are also releasing our retro synthwave opportunity. So this is 1980s style Synthwave, which is a really awesome, very fun, very unique genre that if you were around during the 80s, and I barely was, I was born in the 80s, but I do have a recollection of this sound, and it really does take me back to my childhood when I hear some of this stuff. And it's going to be a lot of fun to compose and put together. Nostalgic music, if you're not aware, is coming back big time. Nostalgic movies, nostalgic TV shows. There's a huge market out there to put out content for people, Gen Xers, and maybe even some baby boomers, and to take them back to their younger years, right? And everybody is jumping on this trend, essentially. There's just so many companies, corporations, movie producers, TV producers, commercials, all that kind of stuff. And so many people are trying to sort of pull people back or remind them of a younger, more innocent time in their life, right? And there's a specific reason for that, because you can get people to feel good and optimistic. And what do people do when they're feeling good and optimistic or nostalgic is they typically buy things, or they're typically going to watch something, or they're going to spend their money in some way. And that's really what the name of all of TV, film, and everything really is. It's about money and attention. That's really what people are after, right? So we've been given an opportunity to put together this really awesome album, and I'm looking for 12 instrumental cues, no vocals needed for this. If you want to put vocals on it, it should be more treated as a lead sort of a thing. And I have all the information, all the details of this opportunity, and I go through all the references of what we're looking for in the link below. I'm not going to do it here on YouTube. I don't want to get a strike, or I don't want my video to be taken down or whatever. So it's on a private page, on a private YouTube video. So you need to click on that link below if you want to learn the details of it. Yes, only syndicate members are allowed to submit to these opportunities, and the reason for that is because it's not just you submitting tracks and then you just sit on your thumbs and hope, well, I hope I get a placement. You get feedback from me, okay? You get feedback from somebody who's been doing this for over 10 years, and I'm going to tell you, this is awesome. We're putting it on the album, right? Hopefully that's what the feedback you get. But if you don't, I'm going to either tell you, here's where you're strong and here's where you're weak, right? And I'm going to tell you where your track needs to improve to get closer to being included on this album. And even if your track doesn't get included on the album because it's just not appropriate for this particular gig, I'll let you know that, and I'll tell you, hey, this is actually a very licensable track, but you're not really in this style, you're more in that style. And I'll tell you where maybe you should start steering this track for other opportunities, maybe another library or another album that you want to maybe put together for your own licensing opportunities with your own music libraries that you get accepted by. So it is a lot of work. It is a lot of my time and attention that I give to you and your particular tracks. And the more that you contribute, the more you participate in the syndicate, the more you get. Right? Just like going to school, basically. If you were the kid that sat in the back of the room and didn't do much, didn't raise your hand, didn't go to the teacher during office hours, like you didn't get much of an education. You kind of just squeaked by, basically. But for those members that get into the syndicate and participate in everything and submit their tracks and go for the things that I'm offering, they get all the feedback. They get all the sort of guidance in this business to make sure, all right, you got this right, you got that right, but then you're really not getting this particular aspect of your production or your mixing or your mastering. There's something not working quite right for this industry, and let's try to help you get past that hurdle so that you can start being competitive in this business. So essentially, I'm walking you through a real world licensing opportunity here. These are real licensing opportunities that really do get placements on TV, movies, commercials, et cetera, okay? So if you do want to learn more about this opportunity and learn more about joining the syndicate, it's all in that link below this video.